Hello, greetings from Ukraine. Thank you for congratulating us with Independence Day. The Independence Day was pretty calm, but the next day, as you know, the Russia shot at us with drones and missiles, over 100 drones and over 100 missiles. Now we have blackouts. Thanks God we have warm weather. Next to me there are children preparing for academic year, 1st of September, in former Soviet countries. This is when children go to school. So I want to tie that together, the attack and the educational year. And this video is dedicated to Chubenko Stepan. On Monday, it was the worst attack. I heard explosions. Everyone around, like my relatives, heard explosions. Russia spent $1.2 billion on rockets and drones that day. Actually, the next day, it was also many drones were launched at Ukraine. So the main purpose is to attack the infrastructure, the energy sector, to basically paralyze the country. And I found this article which calculated how much Russia spent on each drone, each missile. So I want to quickly tell it to you, just to show how much money Russia spends trying to just kind of destroy the other country. So Shahed drone costs about $50,000 if produced in Russia, and about under $300,000 if imported from Iran. Russia used 109 of these drones. Also, we were attacked by 77 Kh-101 cruise missiles. One missile costs $13 million. So in total, Russia spent $1 billion by shooting 77 of those cruise missiles on Ukraine. Just before I continue, I want to tell you that our air defense system has done a good job at shooting down a lot of these things. So big thanks to our soldiers, and also big thanks to our Western partners who are supporting us in this. Also, Caliber submarine launched cruise missiles. There were 28 of them shooting at Ukraine, and the cost is $6.5 million per one piece. So in total, the amount spent was $182 million by shooting submarine cruise missiles at Ukraine. Also, Russia shot 6 Iskander M ballistic missiles. The cost is $3 million per piece. So they spent $18 million. And 3 Kh-47M2 Kinzhal air ballistic missiles, and the cost is $10 million per one, $10 million US dollars. So in total, they spent $30 million on these Kinzhal missiles, and 10 Kh-59 or Kh-69 guided missiles, one costing $500,000. Yeah, so altogether, as I said, they spent $1.26 billion on this attack. Can you imagine just like the spending spree that Putin went on? I was thinking, well, how is the infrastructure of Russia? I checked, for example, airports in Russia, and I saw, well, major cities have airports, and Russia in general has, according to the original website, updated in 2024, it has about 80 airports. Comparing to United States, I just Googled it, and so in United States there are 19,700 airports in the United States in 2024. And we all know that airport is, it means economic growth in that area. It means more people coming in, more tourism. That city will develop. So you can compare these two countries and how well they are set up. Russia is so huge; it's the biggest country in the world, and having is having much less airports, and it's really hard, almost impossible to travel from one city to another, which is very far. Let's look at schools in Russia. There's an extensive network of schools, well-developed social pages in Vkontakte, which is like a Russian Facebook. They have many posts, but I noticed some schools in the same cities repost some information, so they are copy-pasting each other and probably receiving this information, this directive from above. Okay, let's start from the east of Russia. In a small village where there are 2,000 people, there's a school. Okay, nice social page, not too many followers. That city only has a post office, airport, and a school, not too many children, and you can see they are cleaning the territory to prepare it for the students. And it reminds me of the Donetsk Republic. The nurses and everyone was sweeping and preparing the surrounding for patients, and here's the same. And also here you can see Wagner soldier from this region was heavily wounded, and this information is published for children to read in school. Yeah, so this location is very much in the east of Russia. Here's an example of a school in Bratsk, another city. It's Irkutsk Oblast of Russia. Also very nice, very informative social page. Okay, some activities of students. Some acknowledgements, some conferences of teachers. And there is information about this oblast. Irkutsk took part in President National Project. It's like a drone project. So basically, they won a subsidy. So they won money, about 244 million rubles. So they will be learning how to make drones, and this was initiated by Russian president. Okay, here's Sarapol city. Oh, this is the school. This is the school. Some concerts here, and again inviting students to start academic year, and also warning kids about online scams and other dangerous things for them. So you can see this propaganda and emphasis on militarization of the country, mobilizing the country to fight. But also there are posts of children. The government is giving grants to teach children how to operate drones. In general, the schools look okay. They look like they have very many activities. Children are performing, doing concerts. At the same time, our children are preparing for school also, and we do not have electricity. So the reality of life of our children in Ukraine is very different. We want them to study inside, in school, not online. It's not good for them, for the social life, it's better for them to have personal connection, contact with a teacher, with other students. So this is the reality in Ukraine, and the problem we are facing in winter. We are worried how children will study in this cold time. I was also looking at real estate in Russia, and I found houses in Moscow. Oh, really amazing houses. Some area of Moscow, President something, Kaluga Highway. So the cost for this house is almost under $2 million. Let's look at a school in Moscow. Right, not too many. I just randomly was choosing schools. So yeah, there are many posts and many activities for children. And there are many conferences for children, international meetings. And here is information about it's an international Olympic game, linguistic Olympic game, took place in Brazil in late July of this year. And so it's interesting how they want to learn other languages, but it's very surprising how in Ukraine Russian-speaking people apparently cannot learn other languages. They cannot learn Ukrainian, and it's a huge problem. I started researching material for this video by looking at famous people of Donbass, and people like Stepan Chubenko, Oleksiy Tykhy, Vasyl Stus. Stepan Chubenko was a Ukrainian football player. He played as a goalkeeper of football club Kramatorsk. So this is Donbass, Donetsk Oblast. He was tortured and shot by militants of the pro-Russian military organization of the Donetsk People's Republic for his pro-Ukrainian position. He was 16 years old, died in 2014. He was captured at the train station because he had Ukrainian flag on his backpack. So this is the story of children in Russia, and this is the story of children in Ukraine.